Ready? Started. Madam, the bill which has been moved just now has been rightly described by the Prime Minister as a non-controversial bill and as a bill which is very useful in order to develop the atomic energy in our country. The bill provides for the regulation of radioactive and other prescribed substances which are to be used, which are being handled, which might be produced and which imported, so that there may not be any hazards which are incidental to the handling of such substances, and adequate rules are to be made regarding them. As far as these rule-making powers are concerned, Madam, there is one aspect of it which needs some consideration, namely as far as the production of these substances in the country itself is concerned. The establishment in which these substances are going to be produced are to be governed and controlled as the safety measures are concerned, and as far as the factory acts are concerned by the central government. As far as this provision is concerned, it is desirable because these are not just ordinary factories, but these are factories that have to deal with certain substances for which special protection is necessary, and perhaps the Atomic Energy Commission is the right authority to determine what type of protection is necessary for that. At the same time, in the rule-making power, the government has taken precautions should be taken to see that the safety measures regarding other aspects of the matter as far as the work of the labor factories is concerned are also of the same standard, if not of a better standard as those provided for in the Factories Act elsewhere. That is, attention should not be concentrated only on the hazards incidental to the handling of these substances, but other amenities to which the workers are entitled in ordinary factories should also be provided for in any rules that might be made under this measure. Along with this precaution, this power is absolutely necessary, and therefore I support the same. Secondly, there is the question of acquiring certain materials which might yield useful substances that are necessary for the development of atomic energy. The idea perhaps is to get all these materials within the control of the Atomic Energy Commission, because these substances are very rare and they are to be conserved. Therefore, respectfully from the suggestion, namely that it means only an additional rupees 100 crores for increasing the production of coal from 97 million tons to 120 million tons. If it were really simple, we could perhaps somehow or other find an additional rupees 100 crores, although every crore of rupees having been already taken into account, it will be idle to talk of such a large addition as rupees 100 crores, but it is not rupees 100 crores that would be required, but several hundreds of crores, because to utilize that will have to be organized either by sea or by road or by rail. For the utilization of that coal, another heavy investment would be required in the form of consuming centers, in the form of other new industrial plants or power plants or the like. We must not be too much obsessed by the present difficulties. By all means, let us try them. Let us not form an exaggerated opinion of the overall requirements from the temporary shortages that we felt towards the end of the 10th plan period. Let us not think radically in revising upwards the figures which cannot, I would repeat, be revised singly. They are a part of an integrated whole. That means really an upward revision of the total size of the plan by another 20% or so, which I think is suggestion I am afraid the government cannot accept. Therefore, I would submit that upward revision by that large quantity cannot be accepted, although it is tempting. If I take a purely administrative view, it is easy for me to say that this is a good suggestion and we should accept it. But we have to view that in the light of the overall requirements of the country, the overall capacity of the country to consume and the overall capacity of the country to invest the financial resources and other organizational resources in order to be able to revise upward by that significant percentage. That I am afraid is not possible. Therefore, this figure of 97 million tons which has been mentioned in the plan has been arrived at a after very careful consideration of the various requirements. Having said that, much on the resources position, would like to say something about production. Honorable members have given a great deal of thought to it, and naturally the discussion has been somewhat discursive and a little overlapping, which was quite natural. We are discussing such a wide subject